What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys could tell from the title, this one it's going to be a little bit more, hard hard on us, especially, us guys. And I do want to call us guys out a little bit more on this because we tend to keep things bottled up a lot more and not really talk about things just because we don't want to seem weak or anything like that. But I do want to call it out because I've seen it a lot. I've seen it, recently on Twitter. I've seen it a lot on YouTube, and I just thought it'd be good for me to post a video like this, especially coming from a guy's perspective, that we shouldn't be keeping things bottled up, especially not around the holidays. I'm not a very emotional person when it comes to putting my feelings out there, especially not on social media for the world to see, but this is more to make you guys aware that you guys should be talking to somebody. Mental health is very important, and the reason why I say that is because I have a loved one that I lost, and because of that loss, holidays are really tough, without that person. And it can get to me sometimes. It makes me feel down. It makes me kind of shut down and shut the world out. Luckily though, I do have a pretty great support system that I might not say anything to them. I might not let them know that something is bothering me directly, but they've kind of honed in on it where if I don't talk to them for a set amount of days, they'll reach out to me and they'll let me know. And it's more apparent because with me streaming and with me, kind of doing YouTube as well, they'll kind of pick up on things here and there just on that presence. And so they'll reach out to me, they'll, ask me how I'm doing, and they'll kind of not necessarily pry, because that's kind of a bad word to use, or a bad example to use, but they'll make sure that they're trying to get a hold of me and they're trying to dig down to the root cause of what might be bothering me. And it's been pretty great so far. I've never had it to where it's been a burden, but it's been a huge stress reliever and just emotional relief as well. That allows me to get my mental state back in check. So I do want to call all the guys out. If you guys are struggling with any mental health issues, if you guys have something that's been on your back for a very long time and you guys want to get it off your back, talk to somebody. I highly suggest that you guys, if you guys don't want to talk to a relative, if you guys want to have an outside perspective, I've done this myself. I've talked to a therapist, and there's a lot of means out there. I'm sure Google might help you out. I'm just fortunate enough to have a job that provides a lot of, employee benefits, and therapy is a big part of it. So it's easy for me to go ahead and get therapy. So I highly suggest that. It's super beneficial if you guys want to have an outside perspective on things. But if not, I highly urge you to talk to somebody, whether it's, a close relative, a close friend, or, whoever you might feel comfortable talking to, even if it's a complete stranger. I mean, I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Butterbrown. He's a male figure that I've highly looked, up to here recently because he's ex-military. He is obviously a man, and he knows, what it means to go through mental health issues with PTSD and all that stuff. So I've been fortunate enough to hop on a few podcasts with him where we kind of get the community involved and we talk about certain instances and we make others feel welcome. And we hope that other people will open up and, come on the podcast or Discord and talk to us. Because we want to be there for other people. So one of the other things that I would suggest, it might not be just because you're a male or whatever, but regardless of what gender you are or what you might be going through, make sure that you guys are checking up on your guys' friends. Reason why I say that is, again, it goes back to a lot of people keeping stuff in, bottling it up. A lot of people don't want to just talk about it, you know, and bring it up on their own. So one of the things that I've, you know, learned that works for me is I like to, you know, reach out to certain people, as, you know, some people do to me, where after a certain time I'll, you know, I'll ask them how they're doing and all that good stuff, just kind of doing like a welfare check, I guess. But it's worked for me. You know, I've told many people that if they ever feel like talking, I'm open. You know, I'll never turn anybody down, regardless of what the topic is that we might need to discuss. But yeah, I just wanted to call it out. Just, you know, check up on your family, your friends, you know, regardless of their gender. I just wanted to specifically call out the male community because I know it's tougher for us in certain aspects. Again, you know, a lot of guys don't want to seem weak or whatever, and in my opinion, a lot of the times, you know, especially dealing with the mental health and emotional things, you know, sometimes it shows a lot more strength and courage to open up to that specific portion. So go ahead and you know, check up on your friends, your family. If you're struggling with something like that, you know, I urge you to open up to your relatives or friends or whoever's checking up on you as well. You know, have those open and honest conversations and let those emotions out. You know, cry if you need to. I know for me, sometimes it's helped out where in certain instances when I'm missing my, you know, my special person that I lost, sometimes just screaming it out when you know, when I'm driving in the car helps. But yeah, hopefully I can be an advocate for more of this. You know, I might not seem like I know what I'm talking about, but I've had, you know, plenty of experience in dealing with my own mental health and, you know, figuring out steps or, you know, resources to go to. So, you know, if anybody out there is watching this video and is at this portion of the video, I highly urge that if you need anybody to talk to and you guys, you know, might feel comfortable talking to me or whatever, please go ahead and reach out. I'm gonna link Mr. Butter Brown's kick on the description down below. And Mr. Butter Brown, if you're watching this video, I more than likely, you know, reached out to make sure that this was okay. But he does this mental health Mondays every Monday, and he normally posts about it on his Twitter, saying that he's going live, and whoever wants to join, you know, is feel free to do so. So I'm gonna go ahead and link his kick, you know, down below, possibly his Twitter as well, if he's okay with that. But, you know, go ahead and hop on with us, you know, talk to us, and just be an open book, and, you know, we'll go from there. But yeah, I just wanted to call this out. I know it's important, like I said, especially it's way more important here around the holidays, especially after the holidays. You know, for me, I didn't really have anybody here during the holidays because my parents went down to Mexico. I'm in a different state by myself, so it was a little bit lonesome. But I like I said, I had that community backing me up and reaching out to me. So make sure you guys build that community, you know, and talk. Make sure to talk though. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video. Hopefully, you know, you guys pick something out of this and you guys will either go talk to somebody or check up on somebody. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Don't forget about your, you know, your people, man. At the end of the day, you know, we don't want to lose anybody, you know, due to mental health issues. But go ahead and check up on somebody and reassure them that you're there for those conversations, because at some point we're all going to need it. But I just wanted to end this video here. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully the next couple of them are not, you know, this deep.